The Kenyan aviation industry is now shifting towards cargo service to raise revenue as passenger flights are grounded due to the outbreak of the coronavirus. Other airline operators are also thinking on the same lines, with the airport management whose operations are largely affected too. With many countries limiting movement of goods and services, authorities hope that the new system will help to balance the equation with the businesses. Let's have more details of that in this report.
Kenya Airways is banking on cargo for revenue while passenger flights remain suspended. The national carrier has converted 4 of its wide-body passenger planes and it's leased an additional 12 aircrafts to expand its cargo arm. But other airlines have also had the same idea to shift to transporting goods amid the coronavirus pandemic.
We've had increased frequencies with other international lines that have actually realized the deficit that existed in the market.
With flights grounded, the Kenya Airports Authority, which manages the country's main airports, is also struggling. The passenger traffic means the majority of its revenue streams have dried up. So it's also relying on cargo until regular international and domestic flights resume.
We are going to uphold the air cargo strategy and, of course, value proposition, which focuses majorly on speed. But right now we'll be able to fulfill punctuality, visibility, and of course predictability of supply chains. And that's the way we can only plug ourselves into global supply chains.
Even a top global logistics firm like Schenker said they've been adjusting, with its staff advised to work from home.
People are our strongest asset. And this is one time I've actually seen people really come out and become creative, resilient, being able to come up quickly with solutions. And that has allowed us to pass those solutions to the customers and prosper.
But even cargo isn't a sure thing. At another logistics company, Panalpina Group, staff are busy getting fresh flowers ready for export. It connects flower farms in Kenya to buyers in Europe. But it said end markets have been unpredictable.
It's been very tough since, I think, since the beginning of March. Initially we saw a decline in tonnages. Because a lot of our customers are shipping to the auctions in Holland, and the auctions more or less closed down for a couple of weeks. So we saw a significant decline in the exports. Subsequent to that, a lot of the airlines withdrew capacity from the market because when the passenger flights stopped around the rest of the world, there was a significant pressure on the freighter capacity. So they had to move the airlines elsewhere to support things like import of medical equipment for hospitals. You've had countries where, due to lockdown, florists have not been allowed to stay open. You've had countries where, because the florists couldn't stay open, the governments have prohibited sales of flowers entirely for a period of time.
Just last year, aviation was touted as the key to unlocking Kenya's economy, accounting to 4.6% of GDP. But experts are predicting a slow recovery for the global aviation industry. And it's unclear how airlines will operate in a post-pandemic world if they manage to survive.
It's indeed a beehive of activities right here at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, cargo airside. And this is to make sure everyone around the globe who has been affected in one way or another by COVID-19 is sorted, from the horticultural services, from the pharmaceuticals, all under this project, to make sure that indeed even those who are trying to make sure that ends meet are stable. 36,000 workers are working, all courtesy of the cargo business going on here in Nairobi.